man, you already know what time is it. Welcome to the hottest channel in the motherland with your boy Kuto Air, man. This is the hottest channel. Hey man, back to you one more time. This is Support Local, one of the best channels in Africa. Thank you guys for watching, whichever country you're watching us from, whichever place you're watching us from, whether you're watching us from the screen of your television, from the screen of your phone. Hey man, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. So today I have one of the best guests, guys. So I'm really excited. As you can see, I'm so happy. Hey man, I've been wanting to have this guy on the show for the longest time ever. So I already know who he is, so he's gonna tell us a little bit more about himself. So hey man, let's get straight to it. Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, Kuto.
Alright.
My name is Nkosi, but I'm mostly referred to as Nkosi Art.
Yes, sir.
I was born and bred here in Diepsloot. Nkosi Art is an art that is creative in every aspect of creativity, but currently right now I focus precisely on writing, filmmaking, modeling, etc. etc. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really awesome, man. So when did actually the love for art begin, actually, or the love for whatever that you're doing right now, the writing skill? Because hey man, you're really great at this, you're really good at this. So when did actually the love for this actually begin? How did it all begin?
I think it's a calling, number one, because I remember growing up back then from preschool, primary and high school. I used to partake in a lot of activities that has to do with arts. I used to excel in creative arts, dramatical arts and all that. I remember back then in the preschool that I used to attend to, I remember in order for you to to do drama in graduations, you had to audition actually.
Yeah.
So they gave us those kind of challenges and all that. And at that time you were still a kid and you did not understand a lot of things.
Yeah.
So no, Nkosi, be a king, and you watch a lot of movies and all that. Nice. So I was chosen to do that part. And then when I entered at school, primary, I remember I joined a lot of groups that has to do with arts. And I actually recall there was a time where I was nominated at school to write the school's magazine. Yes. So I had to go around interviewing people and then write, make sure that I organize people, students, take photo shoots with them and morph everything together, type. And that was a challenge I was given by my school teachers, because of the the potential in me. And also at that time I didn't really think that I had those capabilities of being a writer or an artist or anything that has to do with art. But I saw it as talent, and at that time back then I wanted to be a lawyer. When I go to university, I'm going to be a lawyer and all that. So I went to high school. I remember my mother wanted me to go to a private school because she said that I have this hunger for success, and she thinks that I have potential to a lot of things. And obviously at that time also I couldn't understand. I'm I don't understand, let me just go wherever my mother say I'll go. So I went to this other school, and when I went there I did dramatical arts, and I think that's how this passion of art was revived in me, you understand. So same story, I participated in a lot of things that has to do with art, and instantly you're a kid from Diepsloot, make us and this is you're conflated in a new matrix, new children, rich children, all that, but but already so it was unfortunate the same year when I went to the school, there was some things that happened within my family, and at that time also I was forced to leave school, but also that didn't stop me or give me any reason to actually water all the plants, because I think at that time I remembered the life that I wanted for myself, you understand. So that's how the name Nkosi Art came about. So after leaving school, I remember I started joining a lot of things how I did at school. I joined a lot of groups. I remember I joined a choir. I don't know how to sing, but I found myself in a choir, and there was a dance group. I was there, but I also felt closer to my writing self. That's how I felt closer to me being a writer. I started writing, healing pieces for myself, for my soul, healing poems for myself, because of at that time also, you were still a child and you couldn't really understand why school was taken away from you, so you couldn't understand that time. So, I started writing, healing pieces for myself, and I kept them all to myself. And I'm like, you know what? I know people who are writers, I know poets, and at that time the time when I used to write healing pieces, I mostly wrote poetry. And in this writing industry, I was only known for a person who wrote essays, short stories, novels and all that. So I actually wrote like poetry and all that, and then I'm like, let me share this to like my friends. So I remember I shared this piece with my friend who's actually like a great support system in this writing journey. I sent like the first piece to like Nkosi, and I sent it to the person who's currently like my writing coach right now, Nkosi. So they read the piece and like they were like over the moon. They're like, what the fuck, bruh?
This is nice.
We always told you that we can't be all writers, and then among the group of writers there's only this one. This only one that is different. We knew that like you had this capability in you, and we were waiting for you to unleash each other. So they're like, continue writing it. They gave me criticisms, which also I think sculpted me to be the writer that I am today. So yeah, every time I'd write pieces, and then when they felt like that they want to like critique me because of maybe the relationship that we had as like friends and all that, then like refer me to like other beautiful writers, much experienced writers, and like they critique me, and I'm gonna be like, oh, these people are jealous, man. But then you grow up, man. You're like, okay, now I understand what this person is saying. In order for me to be successful and to be a good writer, I must listen to them and actually take their advice and be better. And that's how I fell in love like with writing. I started writing pieces, I shared with people, and people started knowing about Nkosi art. And yeah, that's how I came about. Yeah, and along this journey, I fell in love with giving back to the community. Beautiful. So I started also like enmeshing myself with a lot of organizations that give back to the community.
Yes.
So first then I think I don't quite remember very well, but then I think it was the very same year that I left school. So the choir that I'd initially joined at that time did not have any space left to like rehearse and all that. So this guy was connected to the founder of this organization. So they both came with an agreement that every time when we come there to like assist in giving back to the community, would like get a space to rehearse in exchange. Wow. So we did that. So we used to practice, and then we practiced around like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock and all that. And at the time it was during COVID, so people didn't really go to school that time.
Oh yeah.
So I'd like wake up early, like around 7 o'clock. I know by 8 o'clock the organization is like opening, and I just help wherever I can, and then the choir will already find me there. So like they like say, Nkosi, don't worry, like you are representing like the choir. And then after some time, like there was drama like between me and the conductor. So I fell in love with the organization, and I'm like, he started saying things like giving me reasons to like leave the organization. I don't know, maybe he felt like if I join the organization I might abandon the choir, or I don't know, I don't want to comment on that. But yes, I decided to leave the choir, and that's how I found out that I can't sing. Yes. So so
that was him. That was me. That was him.
I found out that I can't sing. But yeah, so I went there, I started volunteering there, and I became like the youngest volunteer there. And I was like, I'm still the youngest till today.
That is
but
beautiful.
But I also found myself in situations where I was surrounded by people who wanted me and those who are around them to be like better versions of themselves. Understand? Like they tell me that Nkosi, like you're better than that. That like wow, wasn't like they lead me to like the right path. as much as if I tried to like succumb to what my peers would do, because of there was a time also where I used to tell myself that, you know, I feel like I'm denying myself my youth. I mean, my youth. At this time of the year, at this point, they are busy doing this and that and that and that and that. And why am I depriving myself that? What if probably when I grow up, these youth that I'm depriving myself will come back haunting me? So, you know, I was like in a jigsaw, man. I'm like, what do I need to do? But then I'm like, I went back to what I like I told myself, like, you know the life that you want for yourself, and remember that you are not the person that the youth that you say you want to look like them is, understand? So just do what you want to do. So yeah, I did that. I continued volunteering, I continued writing. So that's how people started knowing about Nkosi art. I freelanced. I started doing editing, proofreading for like people at my age. And yeah, that's how I
Wow, that is really beautiful, guys. And man, I'm learning a lot right now, and I hope you guys are learning there at home, because by the way, guys, this is Nkosi art. Thank you guys, man. I'm really appreciating having him on the show. Really learning. So can you take us on this journey now? How would you say, what would you say is your inspiration for you to be where you are right now? Because you're really great, man. What seemed to be your inspiration? What is your push for you to keep doing what you're doing?
Like I said, man, like art is a calling. Creativity is a calling to
nice.
That is embedded in everyone. You know, God plants a seed in you, and you are the only person that is to water that seed to emerge in you. You understand?
Beautiful.
So my inspiration, you know, like I said, you know, being an artist is a calling. You know, building art is a calling. You know, writing to me, I'm gonna speak mostly. I'm gonna be precise. But to me, a resurrection. You know, like I said, there was a time where I used to, like, there was something that happened, and I was supposed to leave school, and there was things that happened. You know, so the only shoulder to cry on was writing. The only tears that were able to come out of my eyes were an ink coming from the pen.
I told you he's a poet. Yeah.
So yeah, basically that was that. You know, my inspiration actually happened to me. That also I noticed things that happen in my community, and I was like, how about I write things that happen to us? Okay, my inspiration, you know, I looked at things that happen within my community, and I was like, you know what, how about I write things that can confront those social ills and all that.
Nice.
Number two, you know, I'm mostly in poetry, I'm mostly like an emotional writer. So every time I'll just pour my emotions so that the reader will actually, you know, feel my emotions rippling into their hearts, for them to actually feel and maybe envision what I was going through the time I was writing. So, as I said, writing was my resurrection. You know, every time, when I wasn't writing, when I was conflated to those situations that happened back then, you know, it felt like as if, you know, my skeletons, my body was dismantled from me, you understand? But then every time when I hold a pen and a paper and started writing, it felt like it was remedies, it was a glue for my bones to come and measure themselves, for me to be able to, you know, live and breathe again. You know, writing to me is actually, you know, inhaling life. You see, like God, when God created us, and he breathed life to us, in order for us to, you know, to be able to live. As a writer, you're actually a god and an artist. Wow. So when you write, you're actually breathing life into the words for them to be.
Guys, I hope you're learning. I hope you're taking notes there at home, man.
So
this is
actually,
very inspirational.
As I said, you breathe life to those words for them to be actually to be alive and to live not only in you but to the reader. And you're also an artist. When you write, you actually paint pictures with words. for the reader, the audience to actually see and vision what you're going through, what you're writing about, you know. So yeah, my inspiration was that. How about I paint pictures with words, and see what people can take from there. Yeah.
Guys, I'm touched right now. Hope I don't cry. Pray for me though. You understand? So man, this is really awesome.
Yeah.
I told you guys I'm excited for having him on the show. He's the youngest so far that we have on the show, and he's a very inspirational young man. I'm really glad to have him on the show, and I believe you guys are learning a lot right now. Every young person that is watching this, guys, please take whatever inspirational word that you're getting from this little man over here, because he's going to take you far. Whatever that he's saying right now, just put it there, because he's going to take you far, I tell you. So we know that on your journey you do have those limitations, or should I say challenges. What seems to be your challenges at the moment? What is actually challenging you on your journey?
What's an artist without challenges? But because of these are things that actually make us to be the artists that we are right now.
Yeah.
But currently, the challenges that I face entirely as Nkosi art is that number one, I did say that I'm a writer, and I mostly write a lot of things, you understand?
Yeah.
Scripts, poetry, books, and all that. Most of the times we lack, platforms like this to actually, show people what we have on. There's nowhere where we can take our pieces, our writings. For instance, I recently finished morphing my second book.
Nice.
That's my poetry book. So I was looking at as to how I can actually go about into publishing the book. But there's a lot of publishing companies that exploit us as writers, and they keep you and all that, which is so very much challenging because of how much energy it takes for you to write, to sew words together and make it takes time, it takes a lot of
emotions,
energy,
man.
It takes a lot of emotions,
brain cells and everything.
Like I said, I think this should be the fisheries that that I'd say that I face as a writer. I like platforms right platforms that I can channel myself as a writer. So now every now and then I'm supposed to be protective of my work because of there's a lot of people that exploit us as writers, as artists, and number two, limited resources. We lack resources, and we found means every now and then to actually water all the plants and to actually work. But then what will happen now as time goes on, now when you don't have resources that doesn't have your name on it? I think that's also part of the challenges that I go through as a writer, not having the right resources to write with. And yeah, man. Yeah, right. But then so far so good. Yeah.
Wow. Hey man, he's really awesome. Hey man, I'm really excited today for having him on the show. So there is this young person watching you there at home and saying, wow, I'm really inspired about this person that I'm seeing right now. I'm really inspired and I'm really lucky because remember, whoever's watching the show, you didn't bump into this by mistake. You actually had to see this. That is the reason why you're seeing this man on your screen right now. So yeah, man. So can you just motivate that young person watching you right now who says, I'm also a writer, but then, hey man, I'm afraid to get my writing skills out there, or I don't think I'm ready. What is it that will make me feel like I'm ready, or what is it that I should do? Should I practice more, or should I get a coach or someone that I should read to, and then just to explore more about myself? How do I get myself out there like you? Because man, most writers, they're hiding behind the screen.
You'll never know when you're ready, actually. It all begins with you, injecting actions and extra efforts into your talents.
True.
Giving yourself courage, the voice, patience, humbleness, discipline to actually, water this seed in you to be
It's awesome.
You know, we are all destined to have good things in life. We are destined to have greatness, to be worthy, to make it in life, and it begins with oneself telling themselves that, you see, from today onwards, I'm gonna forge myself to be this person, and I'm gonna live by, you know, the words that I tell myself. You know, you need to affirm yourself. You need to succumb to what you want to do and not what other people want you to do. You are your own person, and there's no one who will ever steal you from you. You understand? So just give yourself the voice and courage to face the future. You know, start acting now. You will never know when you are ready unless you start acting.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. Wow, man. You know, this is really great. So we're gonna need you to just take us before we close the show right now. What last words would you like to share with anyone that is watching you out there? There's so many people that are watching you right now. There's a message that you want to share with the public. Anything that you would like to share can be an inspirational message. It can be something encouraging. What is it that is inside your heart that you want to share out there with the world, with the people, with anyone that is watching you from any other country? What is it that you want to say to the people out there?
Yeah. You know, be kind to yourself in order for you to be kind to another person.
Wow.
You know, love yourself first in order for you to love the other person next to you. And you are destined for greatness. And just water all the plants. You see, if you are my friend, I always preach to them. I always say these words to them every now and then.
Yeah.
Water all the plants. I won't interpret it to you because I have my own interpretation. But wherever you are, just let these words ring into like your mind. Water all the plants. Water all the plants, and you shall interpret or do whatever with those words in your own point of view and perspective. Yeah.
Wow. You want to say something? Yeah, man.
Yeah, and then I can also like read like one of my poems.
Yeah. So guys, before we close the show, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. So every time before we close the show, we actually have an artist that actually showcase their artwork, whatever that they have. So we want to have some poem from him. Like, I've been bothering him, like, you have to read us one of your poems, bro. You're really great. So guys, as we are about to close off right now, he's going to give us one of the best poems. You already know what time is it. This is what we're going to be closing with. So till next time, you already know what time is it. We're going to be closing with Nkosi art on the poem right now. Till next time, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching. Please share and comment. Leave a comment down below if you have a question for my brother over here. If you have any suggestion, anything that you want to say. Hey man, before we close off, we forgot something, man. You have to give us your details right now. We don't have your handles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Facebook, Nkosi Art.
Alright.
Twitter, Nkosi Art. Instagram, Nkosi Art.
Beautiful. It's on the screen right now, guys. It's the one that you're seeing right now on the screen. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate him, Nkosi Art, guys. Wherever you follow him on all social handles, Nkosi Art. Please follow the pages. Please like his work. Please follow him. Amen. He's really great. He's really awesome. Till next time. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, and before like you wrap, I'd like also to say, may this podcast be like germinate and be feasible,
Oh man.
Yeah, I think
beautiful.
this is also like, a great initiative, and we need more podcasts and initiatives like this. I think also I did tell you before we started this that this is, I'm loving this.
Yeah.
This is, may this germinate and become big, may you prosper, and water all the plants.
Beautiful, man. With these words, they ain't gonna be. That's a blessing, man. I appreciate you, man. So, guys, let me give you the poem. But Nkosi Art. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time. Thank you.
She motions through cemeteries, a ghost amidst the stones. Her orbs are drenched with tears as she mourns what's been lost. The ground beneath her feet calls out to her with whispers. She listens to the secrets that lie beneath the surface. She bends down to touch the earth and feels a gentle embrace. The memories of those she loved flood her mind in trances. She rises from the ground, renewed and full of light. She inhales deeply and softly exhales her grief. Her heart is filled with hope and her spirit set free. The weight of the past lifts from her shoulders. She sees a path ahead, a light to guide her forward. She steps into the sun, a new beginning awaits. She's been given a second chance to heal what love creates. Her tears of sorrow, now tears of joy, have turned. She's found a resurrection. A phoenix from the ashes, she rises from volcanoes. Her soul, new and transformed, a new life inspires. She looks to the hues of the sky where the sun begins to rise. She knows that she is blessed with an unending love. The lessons of the past have molded her who she is. She is grateful for the journey that brought her to this bliss. She takes a final breath as her heart begins to sing. Her resurrection is complete.